Hoping for a response and I'll try it again. Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you for responding. Good morning and a warm welcome everyone. My name is Monica Negi and on behalf of UBS Forums and our partners Microsoft, Signet.One, Applied Cloud Computing, Magic Software Enterprises, NextDime, Happy, Efficient IP, NetApp, Connect Digital and Rubrik, I welcome you all for this exclusive event on 7th edition of CIO Conclave and Awards 2024. First of all, many thanks all of you for supporting and joining the conference today. Giving a brief background, with the advancements in technologies, digital transformation, AI, analytics, ML, and more, it has never been a better chance for CIOs to play the central role in driving business growth and value. In today's competitive marketplace, business transformation is a requirement, not an option. Today at this event, we'll discuss the best strategies to adopt for staying relevant in the age of disruption. It will explore on how to drive business value through digital transformation and innovation. Discuss the challenges faced by CIOs and to learn best practices. This forum will equip you with the best strategies to be used, drive business value, and create competitive advancement through using case studies, stories, and expert views. Now, let's get started and invite our first speaker for chairman opening remarks. I would like to invite Mr. Pawan Satyawali, Senior Vice President and Group CIO from Tata Consumer Products, who will be sharing his expertise on changing face of modern CIO, that's Future of CIO, Future CIO 2025. Mr. Pawan is a seasoned IT leader with 30 years of extensive experience in various industries like power, capital, ITES, office automation, and consumer goods. He has conceptualized and implemented various large-scale transformational projects leading wing-to-wing ownership from design, source, implement, and run. He has successfully built COE delivering software engineering, process automation, data platform, cybersecurity, and infrastructure capabilities. With this note, I'll request everyone to please give him a huge round of applause to welcome him on stage. This is forward and this is back.
Thank you. As CIOs, for us, one of the important thing is how not only we make our functions relevant, but also at the same time, what decision makings we do to ensure that the collective benefit is there for the overall company. We're going to talk about how I believe that the capabilities or the decision makings for the CIOs will change over the next 5 to 6 years. Doing just a reflection back, what happened in last kind of 40 years. This role I started roughly around in 80s, and the function in the earliest avatars, probably it used to call IS at that point of a time, were more localized and heavily focused on infrastructure. 90s is what the global mindset started coming into the companies, at least in the large companies, and that is where the need of CIOs or at least the IT heads at that point of a time start thinking about in a process-focused area which can align to the business strategies started. Around 2000s, wherein one, the cloud boom or social boom started happening, we move forward towards building systems which were more on enterprise scale. I would say not only the ERPs of the world, but the process solutions which were helping the organization cutting across the different functions started coming up and taking the shape. 2010s was the cloud era, and what I noticed was with the cloud, one of the very powerful tool came into our hand, and the CIO started becoming the tech architects, right? If you talk to someone in that time, right, the fascination was more towards how do I as head also know more and more deeper about the technologies. And at the same time, I think a lot of startups started coming in, and those buds started pushing the people towards knowing the domain depth towards each tech. Same time, the whole new concept of agile started coming in, and also as the company is becoming large, distributed systems, the delivery team started. Some of the agile technologies enabled us to ensure that we could deliver from various locations, and there is where cross-border or cross-office collaboration started. Now, this era, this decade, I think the transformation from a legacy IT to more of the digital transformation is happening. I think CIOs are, I was reading a study wherein it was stating, if I remember correctly, it was Forrester's study, it was stating roughly around 47% of CIOs are now reporting into the CEOs directly. With the seat on the table at the CXOs, the transformation agenda is being driven now. We are able to convince the business heads or the vertical heads on the impact which digital can make. Data applications are coming in very fast. Data is the oil, we have been hearing it for long. But the applications which consume the data and make it a commodity is coming up significantly faster. With all the cloud being matured and applications running around the cloud, security is another thing which is probably keeping people like us a little awake, and a bit of expertise is going that side. What do we do today, right? What's our top agenda for today, or what keeps us busy for today? I think uncertainty is one of the things, whether it is around the world or whether it is around the tech. Companies which are global in nature, global stability impacts them. Thus, how do we respond to those situations from a systems perspective becomes the IT functions or digital functions job. At the same time, tech also, right? With cloud, because the innovation started happening very, very fast, I believe the technologies are coming, or the solutions are coming very fast, and there is where it becomes very uncertain that which technology is going to be lasting how long, and where we put our money in. CIOs changing the role as they're managing the transformation across, and also they're becoming the change agent for the company. They are the one who are now explaining to people like, say, supply chain head or HR heads that where to invest and how to invest, and which technologies to choose from. We're responsible to create a different work culture. It's not only hiring individuals with deep tech skills. It is about how do we knit a team which is strong enough and which can align to the company goals and deliver to them. Security is in focus. Every system is connected, and when every system is connected and you deal with so much of a data, it becomes very important. Think about security, not only from the perspective of early days of device, but in a holistical way. Cost will always be a factor for us. We will always be asked to deliver more with less. Thus, how do we stay agile? How do we build the strategies by which we should be able to deliver more and more with less and less? When do we buy versus when do we build? These are the decision makings is what as CIOs we are taking today. With the AI age, one of the factors which I believe, while there is a huge buzz, is very important, that how do we build these skills within our teams and also in the business. It will be a waste of the technologies if we don't build those skills to consume it well. Generative AI is great, but until unless you explain in a very simple language what is a prompt, the power may not come out. So it is our job to ensure that to the larger organization, we are upskilling them properly, so that they can take the advantage of the newer technologies and regulations. I think this is one important point, and especially in the era of AI. What is the responsible use of AI? I hope most of you would have policies out there. What is the responsible use of a machine and IT systems, right? AI is going to change that world. People are going to be more and more empowered using Gen AI. And how do we ensure that we train our people to use it rightly? And also, as more and more countries are putting up their own regulations around how to use the data, what is the personal data, localized storage of the data, right? So these regulations are going to be more and more complex, and how do we kind of maneuver around them or build our systems to comply to them is another thing which we focus on today. Very quickly, looking into what is important or what is the market trend going to be for next couple of years. And this is a slide I've taken from Gartner, but if you see very closely, broadly 3 themes. Platforms, whether it is a cloud or applications, Gen AI, and security, right? So rest everything is knitted around that. This is something I believe is not a blockchain which had a great hype but didn't deliver, but I think this is a reality. Me and my team keep discussing, and what we believe is eventually Gen AI is going to change our browsers. In fact, in our company today, Gen AI is being given to everyone in our company. We have our own Gen AI portal which runs on Microsoft, and the idea is we are promoting everyone to use it more, just like, can you switch to browser? And I think eventually innovation will move us away from a method of trying to see a relevant result in a million results rather than a good result, one result with a proper prompt, right? So I think eventually it will take us there, but the basic theme is AI, Gen AI, platforms, whether it is cloud, whether it is applications, platform-based applications, and top of that, how do we need the security? So in my mind, these are the main challenges for us, which will define what we want to do it in future and how do we want to implement it. Coming to the last slide, I think the focus will be we got to grow beyond technical experts. We're the people who need to be the change agent in the company. We either have a seat at the table at CXO Group, or we need to create the right buzz to have that. We are the one who need to rally the organization to understand the power of transformation. We are the one who I believe would be the process custodian ultimately, because this function is probably the only function which has the ability to see end to end. I don't think there is any other function which sees the business or a company end to end, right? So there is where we will be, or we should be, the change agents. We understand we have to build a culture within our organization, within the digital organizations, to understand our customers and partner as good as they are understood by their direct teams, right? Why shouldn't digital team be going into the field? At least in my company, that's a culture now. It's kind of a metric now. We measure in digital team, no matter which grade you are in, you have to be in the market. Unless we go and understand how does our partners, our customers interact with our teams, I don't think we will be able to design the solutions right? So for an example, we say we need to have a business analyst. And the business analyst's job is he need to go and work with the business to understand their problem. But the business is understanding the problem from your customers or your partners, right? So why shouldn't we be the business analysts and go and talk to them, right? So somewhere we strongly feel, I strongly feel that we need to understand our customers, partners, our outside ecosystem as close as what our direct team understands. We've got to be smart enough to understand the next big disruption and ensure that we take a decision of putting appropriate firms around it and build skills or give it a pass. It's very important, right? So what is the time when we say, no, we're not going to invest in it? Or when is the time we're going to say that, yes, we're going to invest in it? I think that capability is what we need to start building within ourselves. Now, while there is a lot in our plate, I believe we may not be able to be present everywhere. There is where we need to build the teams which are self-governed, which has the ability to take decisions, which are not dependent on the CIO office for anything and everything. But at the same time, what do we put as a governance policy for them that they don't tend to make the mistakes which need you to recover from, right? So I think organization structure to success is very important for us, and we need to be investing or spending time around that. What we would prioritize from a business perspective, AI is going to be everywhere. I think we are using AI at most of the places, right? They are today embedded in the applications which we probably buy from the market, but I think very soon we'll start building them at a large scale within our businesses to create custom solutions. It's whether going to be your image processing, whether it is going to be your video processing, whether it is going to be your customer processing, it could be anything. It could be anything, right? But AI is something which we simply cannot shy away, right? I compare it with the time when people used to say, hey, I don't know whether I'm using cloud, I should use cloud or not, but yeah, my mail is sitting on cloud, I use the Gmail, you're using cloud, right? So AI is something the similar. You would be using it, you are using it, but you got to be very fast to make it a differentiator for you. The purpose-built cloud and app is going to be the way. I think a lot of solutions are coming in now, wherein people are solving specific problems, whether it is it's like a cloud for pharma companies or a cloud for sales or cloud for marketing. I think those pointed solutions will come, and I think we will be doing a lot of custom builds around them. Application developments, I think, will go into a new churn with all these integrations and all these modern technologies which are coming in. CX is going to be a top priority. If you cannot deliver a awesome experience, I don't think the products will be used. We have to democratize data, AI, Gen AI, and decisions. I don't think we will be able to hold them with us. We have to prepare the teams and the organization to use, consume, build on top of them their own, and we need to find the ways to still secure them. And the last is building the security around all of these areas. I think that is something which in next 5 to 10 years is what all of us will be busy with. With that, thank you very much.
We're grateful for your contribution, Pawan sir. Please stay back, and I'll request Mr. Anil Rajanala from Signet to come forward and felicitate him for his talk.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much once again.